Well, we have a couple things here today. Um, you guys probably all know by now, if you were watching Hollywood show last night, or even Marco show last night, uh, that we have an interesting story to report on, and this is kind of two stories today. One is about the story itself. Police say Pagans Motorcycle Club and Sutars Soldiers MC conflict results in injuries to a man along Route 30 up there in Pennsylvania, I believe. And the second part would be, can biker news channels that have members in a club report objectively on a story if that story happens to have their club in it? So hang out with me for a little bit as we go over this, and we will be right back after this brief introduction. Swoosh. I just love my swooshes. I'm so thankful to have my own swooshes, just like Nike and other news agencies. This is Black Dragon from Black Dragon Biker News Network, now part of the Biker News Association. And I'd like to thank you all for joining in from anywhere in the world that you happen to be. And if this kind of stuff you like, these kind of news stories, biker news, biker channel, biker TV, especially motorcycle clubs and stuff like that, give us a like, share, and subscribe and follow. We can be found on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Also, our podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, can be found Twitter and everything. So make sure to give us a like, share, subscribe, and follow. There, somebody wanted another swoosh, so I gave it to you. Hey, man, so this is the story. And this is the story how I would report it. Here we go. So, police say Pagans Motorcycle Club and Sutars Soldiers Motorcycle Club conflict results in injuries to one man along Route 30. And so you're like, okay, what happened on Route 30? And the altercation between members of two motorcycle clubs Sunday left a man injured after state police said the suspect forced a motorcycle off Route 30 in Hempfield and fled the scene. Richard Lee Graham Jr., 27, of Hempfield, is being held on $250,000 bail on charges of attempted homicide, aggravated assault, and related offenses. Two men who told reporters they are associated with the Sutars Soldiers Motorcycle Club reported riding about 5 p.m. Sunday on Brown Avenue in Hempfield while wearing vests bearing the club's patches. At the intersection with Thomas Road, 5 men leaned out of a white Dodge Ram and yelled obscenities at them, according to court papers. While the two motorcyclists were at a red light on Lewis Road, the pickup's occupants got out with baseball bats and wooden sticks. Damn. Threatening them, police said. One of the motorcyclists recognized Graham, who was reportedly a member of the Pagans Motorcycle Club. The incident continued on Route 30 west as the pickup swerved in front of the motorcycle several times until it collided with one of the bikes, forcing it to crash near Edna Road, according to court papers. One motorcyclist had several face and leg injuries, police said. Graham was being held at the Westmoreland County Prison. He did not have an attorney listed in online court records. A June 22nd preliminary hearing is set. Sutars Soldiers was founded in 2018 by Dennis Rooster Katana, the former leader of the Pagans, according to the club's website. Katana, 57 years old, is on state parole. He is serving a 40 to 80-month prison sentence after police raided his Hempfield home in 2011 and found cocaine, methamphetamine, and $4,000. There are chapters of Sutars Soldiers elsewhere in the country, including Minnesota, Florida, and New York. Such is the story as reported by Tribe Live. And that's how I would probably cover that story. And I might go so far as to go over to the Sutars Soldiers website and talk a little bit about them. They say they're built on brotherhood and they're built on brotherhood and giving back to the community and that sort of thing. They've even got a phone number you can call, that sort of thing. So that's kind of how I would report a story, and then probably give a little bit of my own personal opinion, like, guys, you really got to stop that, and it's making the motorcycle club world look bad for us all, and that sort of thing. So the difference is, now that I have become involved with the Biker News Association, there are other channels, specifically there are 3 of us, that report on this news, and we kind of report together as colleagues. So last night, I kind of got caught up in the story a little bit, and they were covering the story, and I didn't really particularly know that I would become would be coming into the story where they would be talking about what had been going on. So this is a little bit of how it went. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me answer this one. Motorcycle clubs aren't gangs, but we've seen certain clubs start bringing in gang members in regular. I'm not going to get with the West Coast guys. They have nothing to do with it. But yeah, the Pagans doing it with the Blue Wave. You just can't sell patches, man. You just can't do it. And what a lot of things the members don't get, it don't go into the treasury. It actually goes into the Nationals' pocket. That's how they make their living.
Yeah.
For those that they don't understand how these national clubs work, that's how it works. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be covering that more with Marco's video coming up. I got one tomorrow coming up, but maybe it's just time to speak the truth, Marco, to everybody. Instead of, I know you do your best to cover for clubs, but maybe we should call it what it is when it happens, because they're doing nothing but ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah, they literally are the reason why everybody is pissed off. No doubt.
So check out Marco's deal tomorrow, but I just wanted to put it out there because there was confusion. We have nothing to do with them. Nothing
Zero.
whatsoever. And them rumors about Rooster Katana you just seen in black and white, go fuck yourself. Anyway, we're going to talk about AI and stuff like that with Black Dragon coming in and how dangerous it really could be. Let's bring in BD. What's up, BD? You need to turn your mic on, man.
Yeah, if you had the mic on, it would be great.
There you go, man. Let's talk AI, dude.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah, I don't want to bring you in this mess.
Oh, hell no. I ain't even, that's 1% clubs doing their thing, and this is my lane over here, AI. And talk about, I ain't even fixing it. I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about over here. It's crazy. Crazy.
It is.
You know, I saw your video, Black.
So it was kind of interesting for me because when I first got involved in this business, there were no one percenters in it at all that I knew of, and now we have channels with whole one percenters doing the channels. Marco's Motorcycle Club Nation or Motorcycle Nation, Insane Throttle, and there, my goodness, there's so many more. There was Sosta Ghost for a while he was wearing his 1% patch, and Danny D'Lo, and just tons more. Now they're everywhere. So it never dawned on me that I might be sitting in a news channel and I cover all clubs. I cover them all. I've only had an opportunity to cover my club in a situation where we were run over by a truck, and my heart was, it was very difficult for me to do that. So I was wondering, I was talking to my producers and I was saying, are there any subjects that we should avoid if we're doing objective news channels, so not to be considered not objective? Or is that something anyone could even ask of you if you belong to a motorcycle club? And I say that because of this commentary. So you saw how I covered the story, but if you belong to the story or you're part of the story, and we as news folks, if we want to be like professional news organizations, I think you would try not to be part of the damn story. I think that's what you would try. Never want it to be part of the story. But in this case, when this was covered by Marco, who's new to the news, but so this is his motorcycle club that was involved. So he's going to cover the story way differently. So check this out.
And it's a very unfortunate series of events here, because tonight we have a cowardly act by the Pagans Motorcycle Club. One of the most cowardly, inhumane, and repulsive thing that I've ever seen done to another motorcycle club. And of course, it involves the Pagans. The Pagans have a notorious history for doing these sorts of things. And in the wake of everything going on in the entire world, in the motorcycle world, with every bit of news out there, with all of the heat on the street on all motorcycle clubs, big and small, these people, this club, decide to send 5 of the brightest people out to do this type of stuff and be in the news for something stupid, irrehensible, and just downright ignorant. Obviously, full transparency, you know by now that I am in the Sutars Soldiers club here. I will say that before I read the events of what exactly happened. I have pertinent details that are not in this particular story, and I will give them tonight. As I'm not even looking at my phone because I'm not concerned with who's telling me what and who is doing what. Police say motorcycle club conflict results in injuries to one man along Route 30. This is Westmoreland, Pennsylvania. An altercation between members of 2 motorcycle clubs Sunday left a man injured after state police said the suspect forced a motorcycle off Route 30 in Hempfield and then fled the scene like chicken shit. Richard Lee Graham Jr., 27, of Hempfield, is being held on $250,000 bail on charges of attempted homicide, aggravated assault, and related offenses. Cowardly, I don't see in here, but we should put that in on the charges. 2 men who told troopers they were associated with the Sutars Soldiers Motorcycle Club reported riding about 5 p.m. Sunday on Brown Avenue in Hempfield while wearing vests bearing the club's patches. At the intersection with Thomas Road, 5 men leaned out of a white Dodge Ram and yelled obscenities at the Sutars Soldiers, according to court papers. While the 2 motorcyclists were at a red light on Lewis Road, the pickup's occupants got out with baseball bats and wooden sticks and axe handles and threatened them police said. Some of the occupants were recognized to be members of the Pagans Motorcycle Club, bystanders said. The incident continued on Route 30 West as the pickup swerved in front of the motorcycles several times until it collided with one of the bikes, forcing it to crash near Edna Road, according to court papers. One motorcyclist had several face and leg injuries, police said. What I can tell you is this is a very, very populated intersection where all of this happened. In fact, there is an RV store right across the street from where this took place that has cameras positioned all outside of this busy intersection. This is an intersection with hundreds of people around. Two members of the Pagans Motorcycle Club come behind the two members of the Sutars Soldiers on their bikes. They start to have an altercation. Words are said. They tell the Sutars Soldiers they want their cuts, and the Sutars Soldiers member and probate tell them that's not going to happen, ever. Just like they always will. More words are had, and then the pickup rolls up behind the two motorcyclists. Three more Pagans get out with baseball bats and axe handles. That's when the member of the Sutars Soldiers tells them to F off, and they jump back on their bikes, and they're back out. And then a pursuit happens after that. That's when the pickup truck is seen weaving in and out, trying to strike both bikes. The member of the Sutars Soldiers was able to outmaneuver the truck, but the probate was not. He was knocked off of his bike into a ditch. Suffered several injuries. That's when one or more people saw what was happening, gathered around, because this is a very busy intersection, and said, hey, the people that just did this to these two guys are Pagan Motorcycle Club members. According to eyewitnesses, when police were asking around, they told them that it was two clubs involved. They asked the probate if he was in a club, and he said no. At a later time, the member from the Sutars Soldiers comes over, grabs both of the cuts, folds them up neatly, puts them in his bag, and nothing else is said the way it should be. Now, there's enough cameras around on every single stoplight, on every single corner. There's gas stations, and like we said, there's the RV place. So it'll be very easy to piece together everything that's happened, and that's what the authorities are probably doing, where they're getting these stories. Graham is being held at the Westmoreland County Prison, where he deserves to sit and rot. He did not have an attorney listed in online court records. Maybe he's defending himself, cooperating with the cops, letting them know everything. We'll see. A June 22nd preliminary hearing is set for this to happen, as more details will come out. I can promise you that. It's people like this, it's clubs like this that are literally ruining this for everybody else. And let me tell you a little secret that's not so secret anymore. Everyone is tired of it. Everyone is tired of it. What kind of a lowlife scumbag, POS, do you have to be in a truck and run over somebody in a motorcycle? The most.
Oh, wow. They threw a commercial in on me. So, obviously, he was upset. This is his motorcycle club. But I'm Black Dragon. I'm going to always keep it real as I can see it. And I had some issues with the reporting here. At some point, you go off script. He went off script. He was reading from the news article. And when we read from news articles, we try to read the news article as it is. Somebody wrote that. And so that's their thing that they put out. And if somebody's reading my article, I want them to read my article for how I wrote it. So nowhere in that article does it say anybody had any axe handles. Now, if you know certain clubs and you know how they get down, they might have wooden sticks and you might know what that is. But you have to back that up with something. So when you're reading the article and you say, well, they got out with baseball bats, wooden sticks, and axe handles, that's not in the article. So you have to say, and most likely axe handles, because this is why I know. Or it just becomes a narrative that's not necessarily backed up by fact or even eyewitnesses. If the eyewitnesses said baseball bats and sticks, then that's what the eyewitnesses said. If you go further, then comes the narrative of the story, a probate and a member and all this stuff. None of the witnesses said that. So how do you know all that? Did you question the members in your club? What did you do to know all that? And what are the receipts on that? I spoke to a member, and this is what they said. That's something I can accept. But a wholesale narrative of something that went on and you weren't there. To me, you weren't there. So as a news story, now, if this is a opinion story, that's fine. But as a news story, I'm expecting to see backups, facts, receipts, or interviews. You can even say sources said. And yeah, that happens all the time. But trusted sources, verified sources we were able to verify says such and such happened. This person, we turned around and screamed, this ain't never going to happen. And as it should be, all those kinds of things told in the first person narrative. Well, it does not scream of professional reporting. So I have to say, we got to do better. It's got to be done a little bit better than that. All these words, cowardly, reprehensible, not the brightest minds, I'm okay with that. I just want to see that same damn energy when we're talking about other motorcycle clubs that are not your own. So if we're going to go on a crusade against something that everybody's tired of and blah, 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 absolutely, that needs to be the stand from now on. It can't be a motorcycle club that you're not enemies with, or a motorcycle club that you don't know anything about, and they're not idiots. They're not sending out the brightest minds too. The energy needs to be the same all the way down the damn line. So from now on, the next time somebody does something in a cowardly act, there was a running gun battle. Not the brightest minds, not the brightest people were sent over here at the rally. And so we didn't see that then. We saw a reporting of the story. So I guess Black Dragon will make some folks mad. But I gotta keep it real. Maybe there's a story or two. I don't know. We're not perfect, any of us. And I can't tell you that if somebody attacked my motorcycle club, that I wouldn't be pissed the hell off. And I think that for me, I would have said, this is not a news story. This is my personal opinion about some effed up stuff that happened to my club brothers. And let me tell you what I found out. And now all bets are off. But I belong to this Biker News Association. And I want our reporting to be straight down the fucking board as news professionals in the biker news genre, which is a brand new genre we created ourselves. I remember talking to this TikTok lady who is on a real news channel. I'm a news channel too. See, we got our own mind screwed up, but she's on some major news channel. And I was like, hey, yeah. I was so happy. And, you know, who are you? I'm Black Dragon Biker News. She said, Biker News? Scrunched up her nose. Are you some kind of blogger? And I just like deflated. No, I'm not some kind of damn blogger. I got news credentials. I belong to news organizations, news sites, newspapers, and news television shows, etc. Call us. They quote us. They're now pulling our videos down. We've made a mark out here. We've made a mark. And I'm calling on my colleagues to keep those standards high. I was not expecting last night to be on a show where we would be, or where the conversation would be talking negatively. You got two diamond clubs talking crazy, one talking about the other members, and I'm sitting there in the green room like, what on earth is going on here? I wasn't aware that was going to be happening, or I would have said, hey, listen, guys, I'll be in the next show. This wouldn't be something I would want to be attached to. As Marco said, I've got a lane. I like to sit in it. So people always talk about, well, you talk about this, you talk about that. I talk about what's happening in the motorcycle club community. I'm never going to be, and I've been in many clubs, clubhouses, their churches. I've been privy to things most people are not privy to inside of motorcycle clubs. 1% clubs, Christian clubs, 99% clubs, riding clubs, you name it. And one thing that I don't do is I don't talk people's club business. I don't do that. But if your stuff made the news, there's a possibility Black Dragon's going to talk about it. If it's on CNN, we don't break a lot of news. We break some news. If it's on CNN, or sometimes there's some breaking news out there that we will break. People will bring me stories, especially stories that they don't believe are going to get proper coverage other places. So they'll bring those stories. And I try to cover it like a story with facts and receipts. I try not to do too much name dropping. I try not to read people's names and stuff out. Folks have jobs. I'm a biker. I'm in a club. I'm more like to maybe use the riding name, the club name, or maybe the age. This guy's 42 years old, sergeant at arms. I don't particularly feel like we have to go there like that. I love biker clubs. But I don't believe that we should be, as a biker news channel, I don't believe we should be down in clubs. Now, I do believe that we should be calling out the BS. I do believe that. We need to be calling out the BS. I do believe that we need to be talking about, hey, man, y'all are really ruining it for us. I do believe we need to to stand it. But we need to keep the same energy about everybody. My energy needs to be the same for every single solitary club that I report on. And I have a lot of clubs I've reported on. And most of those guys will come to me and say, yeah, I didn't particularly like the fact that my club was in it, but you handled it fairly. Straight down the center. My purpose in biker news, and I got to tell you, I learned a lot from, I know some of you guys will be like, ugh, not that guy. I learned a lot from Insane Throttle, Hollywood. He was on the news front telling the biker angle long before anyone. He might have been like the first. And I learned a lot from him. The biker angle he used to talk about. We never hear the biker side, the club angle. And so I was like, gee, man, I think I could do that. And that's how Black Dragon Biker News started. I used to have all these long, drawn-out conversations, and Hollywood told me a lot of things, like, never let your story be, never don't have the receipts. I mean, he just had all these, and having been a person that had been in the news before, I've owned my own newspapers. I've owned 11 different magazines. I was the editor-in-chief of the San Diego News Link newspaper. I was there when that newspaper was started in San Diego. We started it at Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. We were both in the Navy, taking classes there on the base. And my best friend, William Patrick DeShield, started a newspaper, and I became editor-in-chief of it. 1993 or something. Press passes, the whole 9 yards. Urban Biker Cycle News I owned. So I've been, this was long before it was a blog or a vlog or a social media channel. I've always been out there finding out great things about bikers. It was the fact that I was the only black dude in the nation at the time publishing a magazine called Black Iron Motorcycle Magazine, that I got requisitioned to be a technical advisor on the movie Biker Boys, which changed motorcycling for an entire nation through reporting and writing and doing magazines. And I was recognized and given an incredible position to be on that groundbreaking movie. So I'm going to always keep it like it started when I started out in 1987 with my first camera and a press pass from American Image magazine. All those years ago. That's how long I've had a press pass, since 1987. So that's where all this comes from. It comes from that involvement on this level. And now I'm in a Biker News Association of those two channels, Marco's Motorcycle Nation and Insane Throttle Biker News and Black Dragon Biker TV. And 2 days after I joined the association, this hit piece comes out. And I absolutely understand it. But I don't get down like that on my news. Well, I haven't yet. Somebody hurt somebody I care about, it might be something a little different. But I ain't going to be calling it Biker News. I'm going to be calling it Black Dragon's Biker Views, because this is how I view this. And this is what I mean. Okay. So I told you guys the summer was going to be hot on the block. I told you guys the block was going to be hot. I told you guys it was going to be a bloody summer. People driving over the top of people on motorcycles or trying to run over. That is, you're never more vulnerable. Like somebody, it used to be we had certain kind of rules of this. Like we didn't really attack people on the motorcycle. You waited till they got off. Because every one of us that rode knows that, it's hard to shoot and ride unless you're Wyatt Earp or somebody. If you're like from Oklahoma like I am and you got some property and you can set up some stuff and ride past it shooting at it, that'd be the only way that you will get good at that. Be the only way. Other than that, you are a target. Somebody trying to run you over with a vehicle while you're on your motorcycle. My God. What a nightmare. How the hell do you get away from something like that? You're going to be a riding mofo to get away from something like that. So that's absolutely horrendous. It truly is. That's horrendous. And as the facts come out in the case, we'll be following and we see what happens. But the truth of the matter is, these clubs need to sit the hell down. There's something's got to happen where you guys are able to control the more baser ones of y'all. You should be able to control the more wild ones of y'all, the ones that don't think, the ones that don't have their thinking pieces on. I've said this once, I'll say it before, I said again, they are destroying this culture for us all. The culture is being robbed from us. Every time we see ourselves out here on these news channels and stuff like this looking crazy, the culture's being robbed from us. And that's biker news you can trust. Because I ain't lying. It's real. That's the biker angle. The biker angle is a lot of us are sick and tired of, as Robert says, the pissing contests. And now y'all are like 60 and stuff, still pissing. So, it's crazy. The rest of us, we're trying to find a lane to sit into and get up out of there. Trying to find some place to be safe. Well, you guys are running each other off the road with cars and motorcycles and shooting at each other and hitting each other with sticks and clubs and axe handles, whatever the hell, hammers. Just imagine if we went after the folks that really were against this country. What would that be like? What would that be like? This country's in trouble. And you guys are fighting over patches. You don't see the aggression the Chinese are putting out there? Charging at our airplanes and knocking them out the sky. You don't see Russia saber rattling out there? You don't see some of the attacks going on with our economy, trying to take the money that we use and move it to a different currency and all this kind of stuff? You don't see the UN coming over here and all. You don't see all the man, we could go on for days. But we want to fight over patches. Somebody's saying, Draken is cussing. So let me get out of here on 40 minutes. No need to talk this to death. In the story, some pretty bad things happen, and somebody has now been arrested, I guess for attempted murder or something. So we're going to see how that pans out. Hey, listen, man, if you guys are out there and you're in charge of these clubs, get your people tight, man. The summer is here, and we're in full swing of idiocy. We're just a swinging the idiot bag around, and it's not cool. All right, that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Man, this I was down to 334.6, eating one meal a day, chilling, and I ate a little bit this weekend, had some carbs and stuff I hadn't had in a while, and I gained 10 pounds over the weekend. I went from 334.4 to 345. What the hell? The holy hell. So I'm now back down to 342.3 this Tuesday. Is this Tuesday? I'm down to 343.2. And I got to work all the way back down to 334. And that really sucks, man. But setback, man. Setback. That really sucked. Hey, I see you out there, over there in Germany's Finn, in the Black Forest. God bless you. And I know you're getting married soon. And congratulations on that. Thank you so much, Finn, for being such a loyal and dedicated subscriber and a friend for all this time that you've been with me over there in the Black Forest in Germany. God bless you, man. Love you so much. You and Corrine over there. And I hope the horse is doing well. Anyway, you guys, I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. My producer's picking on me. I don't have to answer that. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. You guys take care.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book. Prepare your...
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.